Jeff and Jeremy in the morning. Don't miss a moment. Subscribe to the podcast on Google, Apple, YouTube by clicking on Jeff and Jeremy at KZOC.com.
I was sitting there talking with Mike because he's like, hey, you know what? They're launching that rocket. They're going to send that guy up if you're interested. I don't know if he wants to give us a play-by-play, Jeff, or what, but he says, are you guys interested in the moon flyby? I'm like, yeah, just like Balloon Boy live coverage. Remember, it wasn't Balloon Boy, but that guy that had all the balloons and he was going up, and we were doing the live coverage of it, and Mike was just riding our ass. He was like, oh, my God, this is so ridiculous. Come on, let's move on.
The balloon?
The rocket is more exciting.
No, the balloon was more exciting. Felix Baumgartner? Who actually recently died?
No, it wasn't Felix Baumgartner. It was some guy after Felix Baumgartner that had like 100 balloons.
Oh, yes.
He sat in a basket.
I remember that.
Shooting one off at a time.
Yeah, he like flew out over the desert.
Was it a magician? I don't know.
Yeah, it was.
It was some daredevil.
People have done this before. People have done this in like Los Angeles before where there's a ton of air traffic. That's dangerous, okay? Doing it over the desert, that's nothing, dude.
It was David Blaine. Oh, look who remembered. Yeah, you may have hated it, but you remembered. I mean, for a guy that smokes pot for the last 45 years, I can't imagine he has that great a memory. So this is a special moment. Congratulations, Michael. Congratulations.
So
I'm looking for this information on this launch.
What are they going to say? Oh, he just flew by the moon. I mean, like, what could be intriguing about? Like, to me, David Blaine with balloons in a chair or whatever he was doing is more intriguing. The best is Felix Baumgartner. That was insane. That happened while we were on the air. We were watching it. We didn't even care about playing the music or anything. We were just like, whoa, this is insane that this guy. And then you remember Felix Baumgartner, like when he was coming back.
He blacked out.
He blacked out and he was coming into Earth's atmosphere and he started spinning out of control and they had to cut the feed because they were like, we don't know what's going to happen here. It could blow up or something like that.
No, stay with the feed. Come on, man. If you're going to commit, man.
Yeah. Red Bull, come on. What are you doing, Red Bull?
Yeah, Red Bull. Come on. Put your wings up there.
Yeah. Put your wings on.
Bro.
Get your wings on. Uh-huh.
Yeah. All right. So it is April 1st. It is, is this really happening or is this a joke? I already got caught, by the way, by one of our listeners. Yeah. R.I.P. Felix. Yeah. Thank you, Junkyard Dog. Yeah. He did die. I don't know if you heard.
Yeah. Recently. Doing a stunt, right?
No, he was just walking. He was just walking somewhere on his property. He tripped, fell, hit his head on a rock and died.
No, that's not true.
Just kidding. I don't know.
See, you're trying to get me now on April Fool's Day.
I'm trying to get you. All right. What's going on with the messenger here? Oh, here it is. Bob Parkinson. You got me today, Bob. Congratulations. He says 5 ways to avoid being tricked on April Fool's Day. Method 1. And it says ... see more. You have to click here.
Uh-huh.
Well, there is no click here on Messenger. So he got me. Yeah, that's going to happen a lot today on Facebook too. So, but anyways, have fun with it. Try to get somebody if you can. Hey, happy April Fool's Day, Pothead Rick. Steve and Mike have been smoking weed for 55 years, and my memory is fine. Mm-hmm. Who's Steve? I don't know who Steve is, but okay. Well, 55 years, that's good. Yeah, you have a pretty good memory.
Felix Baumgartner was paragliding.
Oh, okay. Yeah, well, you got to go out. You got to go out doing something daring, right? If you're Felix Baumgartner.
But like
if you don't die of natural causes.
I feel like paragliding after jumping from space is such a walk in the park. Oh, really? You said, no, he was just on his property, tripped and hit his head. I mean, that's the Felix Baumgartner equivalent to just walking on your property, falling and hitting your head. Is I'm going to go up for a paragliding thing.
Yeah. Ben Hansen writes in. He says the pilot of the moon mission is a Poly graduate, Cal Poly graduate. Hey, that's cool. Didn't know that. I haven't really followed this at all. I quit watching the news. All this crap that's going on in the news. I just okay, I'm not going to buy, whatever. I'm just kind of stepping aside. I pay attention to certain things, but I'm not going to sit there and watch the national news, especially the last couple of weeks. It's just been out of control. Let's see.
Oh, wow. You want to know more about the Baumgartner thing? He was on vacation, so he was just doing this at his leisure. He was flying a motorized paraglider over this region in France. It's called the Marche region. Lost control of it. It crashed into a gazebo near a swimming pool at a camping resort, like an RV resort. Could you imagine you're just hanging out in the swimming pool, and all of a sudden this paraglider comes crashing down on the gazebo right next to it, and then you find out later on
he died by hitting a gazebo?
Yeah, the paraglider hit a gazebo.
That is so lame. I'm sorry, man. Felix, that sucks. Like, at least hit a rock, or a concrete building, not some where they plant flowers and get married and do ceremonies.
This is what's crazy about these daredevils, man. Felix Baumgartner, they said that the Attorney General concluded in Italy that the crash was a result of a human error. And the investigation found that the paraglider was in perfect working condition with no mechanical defects. This guy jumped from space, 13 years before that. And then he's like, I'm going to take a paraglider up. No big deal. And then overlooked some aspect of mechanical paragliding, flying, and boom. Next thing you know, gazebo. You never know when your gazebo is going to come up. Enjoy life while you can.
$7 hours, Mike. Where did you forget about that? Did you forget about the 7 hours?
There was not this much pregame when we actually went to the moon. Instead of like when we actually go to the moon, what are we gonna get? Like 4 days of coverage? I mean, like serious? Like they're like, okay, we have a 7 hour countdown. Everybody just sat down to their TV dinner and watched it on whatever it was.
Black and white.
Yeah, black and white. But I'm sorry. My conspiracy theory that we never went to the moon seems more and more likely as this thing goes on. And this...
Yeah, Jeff and I have been talking about this last couple of days, and he's like, and I'm like, wait till they get up there and they land and they find the stuff from last time, some of it. Then you're going to have to, answer some
because they didn't make a big deal.
How ridiculous your theories are.
They're like, oh, yeah, by the way, somebody's going to the moon tonight at 5. Everybody sat down and watched somebody go to the moon at 5. It was the biggest hoax in history. You watch. And now all this is just proving it.
Or launch window.
This poor woman, she got to talk for the next 7 hours.
Now, NASA's providing 24/7.
7 hours. We're 7 hours from the launch, Mike.
Because you get Tom Brady in there on the coverage or something like that. I mean, like get some celebrities.
Yeah, well, the problem is you need to have somebody that understands what they're talking about.
Mark Rober. Get Mark Rober in there, okay? Mark Rober used to work for NASA. You don't know who Mark Rober is? Mark Rober's awesome.
I don't think so.
Who's Mark Rober? He's one of these YouTubers. He actually had a career at NASA, and he's like, I'm going to go YouTube. And he said he worked on the Mars mission, and now he does like science for kids. Like it's not for kids, for like between the ages of 8 and 18. He's got a Netflix show, Mark Rober's something or other, Crunch Lab or something like that. It's pretty awesome. He's a pretty cool guy.
No, the biggest hoax in history, according to Doug, who won't ride roller coasters, is Bigfoot. We're going to prove you wrong on that, Doug. Jeff is right. The moon landing was a hoax. Only buys greatest hits albums. Writes in on the 805 beer text lines.
That's somebody. That's somebody who subscribes to common sense. That's a common sense approach to life, right? Why waste the money on the fluff that I don't want? Let me just get the best songs of all time. Also, common sense to life is we can't land on the moon anytime after 1969, and then when we fly by it, we make a big deal out of it for 10 hours?
We'll see. Well, when you guys are all wrong, then we'll realize that you guys
we'll
are all
see
like
is not a good enough
weird world.
No, we'll see is not a good enough argument.
But they're pretty good options.
Very good. Very, very good.
93.3 KZOZ rocks.